Bienvenidos, duders and duderettes. Ahora en este video, un pintura sobre sunset. I don't know how to say sunset in Espanol, pero I'm going to paint a little something today. So what I plan to do is I'm gonna splash the blue on here, thin it out with the white, melt it into the board a little bit with the oranges and reds. And then for this bottom portion, I'm going to try to make sure it's all within view of the camera. Some browns, and then we'll add some blacks, I believe, some gray. Gray partly just because, like, I don't know. What I may end up just doing is kind of just using this as an inspiration. I'm not going to try to go one-to-one, because as I've learned, trying to go one-to-one realism, I'm just not at that level yet. So I'm mostly just going to start off with some blues, some reds, or oranges, yellows, whites, yada yada for that sunset vibe. And then I may just kind of go off from there and just do like a hill, but I'm going to add these structures in the back. I'm kind of just going to go free balling with it. So to begin, let's pick out a delicious blue. This cerulean is pretty, so I think that's what I'm going to go with. And I have some white that I'm going to try to squeeze out from here. Let's set this over here. I got a little distracted because it looks like my desk is leaning. Uh-oh. That would be a bummer if everything busted. But it really shouldn't. Maybe I should tighten everything down. I built this desk a couple of years ago. 2 years ago, I think. Alright, so let's throw some white in. I'm going to grab the white with a small paintbrush from in here, because I want to use all the lovely, lovely paint that I can. And I would prefer that the dogs not fart in here, but they're they're farting. Hooray! Love that. Love smelling dog farts. Hooray! And because time is money, I'm going to use this larger brush to spread it all over. Spread it all around, baby. So, might need some more paint in here, but let's start with a little and then add, because I don't want to have to go through buying paint after paint after paint, you know. Plus, this board is smooth. It is not coarse whatsoever. I prefer some of the coarser boards. It makes the paint stick a little better, and it looks less this, you know what I'm saying? It's super unfilled in, you know what I'm saying? You can see the paint strokes more, and I don't really like that. But I'd say about, let's get that paint off from there. A little bit more paint would be nice, not a whole lot. And I'm going to use this white because I don't want to dip my brush in. Mix it through. Come on now. Some of these portions are not covering too well. Yeah, these smooth boards are a little hard to manipulate. Maybe some people prefer it, but I like the coarse boards better. I mean, it does kind of add new effects in, of course, right? With the it reminds me of the reminds me of the Starry Night. Did I knock it out of frame? Let's see. No, everything's still good. Alright, and then I'm going to thin some white around with some yellows and oranges. I think this yellow ochre, or yellow deep, would be better. Oh, before I do that, because I don't really want the blues to mix. Or do I? It doesn't matter too much. What does that look like? Oh, that looks yucky. Yeah, I don't like that. Alright, we're gonna reset. Dogs are in my way. Blue and yellow don't make a good color. Learned. Okay, had to learn a little bit of a color lesson today. Blue and yellow make an ugly color. Green, yucky. But I'm not gonna need too much yellow. So let's see how this will. Plus, I'm gonna use some white to straight remove some of this in here too. We'll thin this out. Let that dry for a sec. Add some red in. Crimson. I like the idea of adding crimson in. I got a crimson chin, so why not? Whoa! That was a fatal error on my part. Did I get it anywhere else? Well, I guess it's good that, I'm wearing just whatever clothes. And eventually I'm gonna change these floors out to something new. There, that's a good sunset. That's a good sunset. The more swipe throughs, the more prettier it becomes. And once everything's a little bit drier, I'm gonna go over with just some white to help break this up, because that green popped in here. I do not want that. So I'll save the color here on the plate, the palette, but I am going to rinse off my brushes and let this dry in the meantime. So another pause cut. Alright, well, I hope enough time had passed, because one of my dogs decided to, yeah, so much time passed that this turned off. One of my dogs decided to pee in the house. So that was fantastic to clean up. Very stinky. How's this brush? I don't like that brush. That brush is ugly. What else we got here? Because I guess all the brushes didn't dry down completely. So let's just go in with some whites. Come on now. My arm is getting tired. Maybe I should switch to my left. Add some clouds up here. just locking in, fellas. All right. So I am okay with that. I'm okay with this sunset. I'm okay with it. I'm not a profesh. Whatever comes my way is just what I paint. I'm earning my stripes, earning my skills. All right, let's continue on. Whoa, I wasn't anticipating that. I should have thought that the color would have been stuck there, not up here, because I don't want it up there. There we are. Let's just leave it as is. I'll thin this out, however. That's good. I used a wet brush to get that over. I don't know, I felt like it just needed a smidge of embellishment. Sorry, let me pause once again to get some water. Alright, I'm back. I brought my water with me. Wanted to give it a little bit of time to cool, or dry, rather. As I said before, I'm not a one-to-one painter, but that's close. I think a little bit more red would do it some justice. So I have some red, so let me add that. I have some red, so let's go in. Let's red it up. Ooh, I hate that this, here we are. There we are. Looking good. Then we'll add the rest of it in. So we'll add, we're gonna look at the painting, study it. I want to use the inspiration gathered from the back, like phone lines and stuff. Hmm. Maybe I will continue with the parking lot. Although I'm just worried. I'm not really gonna get it across. You know what? Maybe I should sleep on it. Maybe that's where I'll finish it up today. And we'll continue from there. I'll decide if I want to go with the if I want to go with the parking lot or something else. So I think that's good for now.